It is time for today's deep dive, and we got an A-lister here. We've got 49er Hall of Famer, tight end Brent Jones here to talk about the Super Bowl, and we'll get to that. But first, Brent, you are emceeing the annual Athletes in Action Super Bowl breakfast coming up on February 7th. It's one of the biggest events leading up to the game every year, so tell us about it.
Scott, so excited to be the MC this year for the Bart Starr Awards. I had the opportunity in 1998 to win the award, and it was so special to meet the legendary Bart Starr. And I've had a chance to MC 10 or 11 of these over the years, and to have it here back home in San Francisco, it makes it really special. It's going to be quite a morning. We're going to have 1,500 plus people at the breakfast, big stars, heroes of the NFL, people that you know from the Bay Area, and it's going to be a real special morning, and even a little more special with the guy that's winning the award, Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, so you took the words out of my mouth. The Bart Starr Award is always a big deal, but this year maybe a little bit bigger here locally with CMC getting the nod.
Yeah, the Bart Starr Award goes annually to the player that leads on the field with character, integrity, is a heck of a player, and then off the field as well, those same traits really matter. And then we also look for leadership in the home and people that have made an impact in the community, and of course CMC makes an impact on the field and in the community, and he's such a great leader at home, just an all-around spectacular guy. And I knew Bart pretty well over the years after doing a lot of these, and CMC would be exactly the guy that he would love. He would have been probably one of Bart's favorites.
Well, he's got to be one of your favorites too. I mean, he's a throwback, right? Touches the ball 450 times. Nobody does that anymore.
He doesn't. Nobody does that. He is a throwback, and he is one of my favorites. In fact, I was mentioning he's one of our family's favorites. I played with his dad. We know his parents, and it makes it just that much more special that he's such a quality young man.
Yeah, I was in college with his dad, so now I'm feeling old. So I appreciate that.
You don't look that old, Scott. Come on.
Yeah, well, it's the makeup.
He
clearly.
Must have been a senior when you were a freshman.
Close, actually. Yes, I think he was a junior when I was a freshman. But enough about me. So was it last year that I saw you actually gave one of your Super Bowl rings to Anthony Munoz? And if so, did you get it back?
Anthony Munoz has come close to getting one. And so that 3 minutes that he held it was probably pretty special for him. But he came back and threw his Hall of Fame ring at me. So he ended up trumping me just a little bit. But yeah, Anthony's always a big part of the breakfast as well. Tony Dungy has been so loyal. There's so many great NFL ball players. We're going to have a big Stanford contingent this year. I think Andrew Luck, of course, CMC, and Condoleezza Rice, who I've met before and is just a special lady. And so it is going to be a blast. We're going to be live streaming it this year too. And so you can find out about it by going on superbowlbreakfast.com for any of the folks out there. There might be a few more tickets left, but we are going to live stream it. And so it gives a chance for people everywhere to see it the day before the game and get them fired up. There's going to be a lot of excitement.
That is a Super Bowl-worthy cast of characters, no question. Speaking of the game, since we've got you, your thoughts on the matchup, intriguing one between the Pats and the Seahawks.
Wow, Scott, I think it's going to be a great matchup. The Patriots story is such a great one. And I really, really hate to say this, but I believe the Seahawks are going to be the dominant team in this year's game. And even though they're one of our arch rivals, I'm going to have to pick the Seahawks in our own backyard, which is doubly tough. But these guys, both teams have earned it. You don't get to this game without earning it. So you have to respect them. And I certainly, it's hard not to root for Sam Darnold. So that's going to be my area of focus. I'm just going to root for Sam.
And look, Sam's a former Niner. I know you are Mr. 49er. You've had a week or I guess a couple weeks now to reconcile the end of this season. But how do you sort of assess this 2025 San Francisco 49er season?
Scott, I felt like it was maybe the most rewarding team and season that I've ever seen, quite honestly. The amount of adversity they went through with the injuries and the things that they had to deal with, not just injuries, but injuries to their cornerstone players. And at some point, you just can't lose that many premier players and still make a run. They made a run all the way into the playoffs. They were there, and they gave it their all. And I just felt like, from a fan's perspective, they over accomplished all year. If we were healthy, I'd put us up against anybody. But that wasn't going to be the case this year. But this team showed a lot of grit, determination, and character, and it was a real impressive year, in my opinion.
Very eloquently put from a three-time Super Bowl champ and a Niner Hall of Famer. Brent Jones, always love catching up. Look forward to hopefully catching you at the breakfast and around town as we get set for Super Bowl 60.
I'll look forward to seeing you, Scott.